Good afternoon, Mayor Christensen, Superintendent DeRusi, city officials, soldiers serving the armed forces, faculty and staff, friends, families, and of course, my lovely fellow graduates. My name's Feng. You may know me as Iris, as a student who finished in the top 3 of her class, whereas the pre-Frosh who will be attending Harvard University this fall. You may have laughed at me for napping in all my classes, or as some of you may say, even when I walk down the hallway. You may have called me a clueless Asian girl who asked you innocently to define swag, what's Gucci, or how hashtag the struggle is real. Jokes aside, 2 weeks ago, I noticed a plaque on Mr. Brown's shelf that read, "When you get there, just like the train." 2 weeks ago, I noticed a plaque on Mr. Brown's shelf that read, "When you get there, don't forget where you came from." I speak from my heart that most, if not all of us will agree that we are who we are today because we remember where we came from. However, where we came from is not always filled with inspiring stories. Like many of you, I've also had nightmares, and my life is certainly not a fairy tale. 18 years ago, I was born in a small city located in southern China, where society, on average, did not promote education. In fact, when I visited my hometown 4 years ago, about half of my childhood friends did not graduate from middle school. Luckily, when I was 2 years old, my parents moved to the United States to pave a better future for me. However, it was the beginning of our 8 years of separation. When I wished for father's lullaby, when I craved for a mother's lecture, I suppressed my tears and frustration. I longed for a complete family, one where my mom, dad, and I lived happily ever after. Our reunion in America finally happened when I was 10 years old. Unfortunately, it was soon followed by the news of my parents' separation and later divorce. I never blamed my parents for their absence from my childhood, but at that moment of reality, I broke down and blamed myself as the cause of my broken family, asking God, why me? When I realized that I could not fight against reality, I wiped away my tears and trapped myself in a childhood fantasy of a complete, loving family. I forgot about the aspiration of creating a better future than the one my childhood friends had ahead of them. Ultimately, I did not know how to move on, and I lost hope. Lost hope in school and human relations. And this was my greatest nightmare. 2 years later, while still devastated, I moved to Malden, Massachusetts with my mom. Mom, would you please stand up in the audience? An incredibly strong mother. With only a high school diploma, she began immigrant life as a dishwasher and gas station attendant, learning English at nights in adult classes. Times were tough, but she never lost hope in her aspirations. As a former police officer and now a phenomenal leader in the U.S. Army, my mother graduated with an MBA degree this May. She does not tell, but shows me the difference between dreams and goals. After all, dreams are only dreams until you turn them into reality. Most importantly, she gave me a family and the motivation to achieve great things in life in the absence of luxuries, an owned house, or even a father. Years have gone by. I thought time had attributed to my maturity, but I was not ready. Not ready to let go of my childhood dream of family harmony. It was not until last summer, when I volunteered in Nicaragua through Summer Search, that I truly realized the meaning of family. One night, using broken Spanish and body language, I narrated my family story that had only existed in my journal entries to my host family. My host mom hugged me tightly, calling me Iris, mi hija. The warmth of her chest reminded me of childhood moments when I was lonely and I missed my parents across the globe. I suddenly came to realize that I was sobbing in front of a foreigner, someone whom I had only lived with for 6 weeks, but also whom I loved profoundly as a mother. I now understand that family is not limited to biological relations or marriage contracts. Rather, it stands for the genuine smiles of our beloved ones, friends, and communities. Besides Summer Search, another community Malden High has given me is my cross-country and track teams. Thank you, Coach Landino, and my distance team for pushing me beyond my limits and for teaching me how to trust, something I had been afraid to do for a very long time. Life is a sturdy, unbreakable wall that we battle against during our lifetime. The wall will always be there. The obstacle, however, is not an excuse to give up, but a motivation for us to become more tough and resilient. We often trap ourselves in the past because the present is sometimes too cruel to face. However, embrace your stories of good and bad memories, because they are our most valuable treasure, reminding us of our upbringings and obstacles that we have faced pursuing our dreams. Mama, 外婆, Mr. Brown, Malden High, Coach Landino, distance team, Bree, Summer Search, and everyone else sitting here today. Thank you for teaching me the meaning of family. Thank you for giving me the confidence, drive, and inspiration to speak to you today. Class of 2013, as we begin to fly, let us not forget our family at Malden High and the people and events that have made us who we are today. Remember, when you get there, don't forget where you came from. And of course, congratulations to the class of Lucky 13.